Assalamu alaikum my dear students. Welcome to NIVS Home School. I hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Here I am Kamrul Nahar, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today I am going to take an agricultural studies class for the students of class 7. My dear students, our today's topic is lesson 10, 11 and 12 from chapter 5. So all of you take your agriculture studies book, and today we will discuss about the rearing process of the poultry, that means the fowl. So let's start our class, and all of you go to page 92. So lesson 10, rearing process of poultry. And my dear students, there are three processes: open or free space, half confined process and confined process. So in rural Bangladesh, fowls are reared in a fully open or free state, and this is the popular process for rearing poultry. And in commercial farms, poultry is reared in a confined state, and this is the popular or the suitable process for rearing poultry or fowls in the commercial farms. So at first we will know about the poultry rearing in open or free process. And the most popular method for rearing a small number of poultry is the open or free process. And my dear students, in the rural area you will find this process. Most of the villagers rear children in open or free process, and in open or free process you don't need to feed the children, feed the chicken. The chickens will get their food from the environment, and you don't need to give any extra labor or extra food, or you don't need to nurture them. They will grow up naturally. So this is the free or open process, and in this process it is very cheap to rear the poultry. So, and it's very profitable or suitable for rearing the local chickens. Now, look, it is profitable to use open or free method for rearing local chickens. So, we can rear local chickens in this process, and we can make profit, and it is very it is in a low cost. Now, poultry rearing in half confined process, and there is a specific pen for the chickens. And now look, my dear students, in your book figure number 5.18, now poultry rearing in half confined process. And now look, there is a picture of 5.17, poultry rearing at home in an open process. Now look, the chickens feed themselves from the environment. They will get their food around the house, or we can also give them the leftover food, or the fallen the waste food which is extra at our home. And now look, there is a pen for the chicken in half confined process, and this pen is used to give them shelter, and they can also stay at night. And the place surrounded by fence or wall is called run. Now look, this place is called run, and which is surrounded by fence or wall. And the chickens do not get adequate food and water in half confined process. So now look, they are in a confined process, so they do not get adequate food and water. So what will we do? We will supply food and water to these chickens. And in a half confined process, when we provide food, water and to this chicken, the cost is getting higher from the open or free process. And in a half confined process, the high quality chicken breed variety of Fayoumi, Australorp or Rhode Island Red are better to be reared instead of hybrid fowls. So in half confined process we can rear Fahmi, Australorp and Rhode Island red chickens. So these chickens are suitable in this process. Now poultry rearing in confined process. So the favorite method for commercial production of poultry is confined method. So this process is favored or suitable for commercial production. And generally in the confined process, chickens are reared on the, it will be floor, my dear students, on the floor. Now look at the figure 5.19, poultry rearing on the floor in a confined process. Now look, this is the commercial production, and the management cost is higher and profit is also higher in this process, because in this process you need to give much labor and you need to provide food and water to this chicken. So the cost getting higher than the half confined process. And in this process we can also rear chicken in cages. Now look at the picture 5.20, poultry rearing in cages in a confined process. So in confined process we can rear the chickens in two process. One is in the on the floor and another one is in the cages. And in this process hybrid layer broiler and layer hybrid chicks are reared in this process. So in this process we can rear hybrid layer broiler and layer hybrid chickens. So my dear students, in lesson 10 we have learned about the process of rearing chicken. Now we will go to lesson 11, the poultry feed and water management. That means we will know about the food of the chickens, how will we provide food to the chickens. Now in homesteads, chickens live on the waste, fallen crops, insects, vegetables, etc. in an open or free process of poultry rearing. So what happens? They do not get adequate or balanced feed. So we can't desert we cannot get the desired eggs or meat from those chickens. And 70% of the total poultry rearing cost is spent on poultry feed. And chickens drink a lot of water. That means the chickens need to give a balanced feed. And what are the how will you give them the balanced feed? We will give them carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. And there is a chart for you, a sample is given here. Now look, different food ingredients that the source of nutrient of poultry are given below. And the nutrients are carbohydrate, protein, fat, mineral, vitamin and water. And carbohydrate food ingredients are wheat, maize, rice grains, rice bran, wheat bran, etc. And in protein, dried fish powder, soybean meal, and now look, sesame oil cake, mustard oil cake, etc. And if you want to provide them fat, you will use soybean oil, mustard oil and sesame oil, etc. And for mineral, common salt, bone powder, oyster snail powder, vitamin mineral mix, etc. are common. And for vitamin, vegetables and vitamin mix, etc. are enough for them. And for water, we will provide these chickens pure water from tube well or well. So these are the food ingredients which provides the nutrients to the poultry. And if you provide them these food ingredients, food or nutrition, the chickens will grow up properly. Now we will know about the poultry ration, and there are 3 commercial poultry feed which is available in our country or in our market, and they are layered chicks ration, broiler grower ration and finisher ration. And we will provide or prepare the ration according to the age and the purpose of the chickens, purpose of our production. Now preparation for poultry ration. And now look, if you want to prepare a poultry ration, you need to follow this amount, and about 45 to 55% wheat and maize, split 15 to 20% rice and wheat grains, and 10 to 15% soybean meal and sesame wild cake, and 6 to 10% dried fish powder, and 2 to 6% bone powder or western snail powder are used in ration preparation. So by following this amount, you can make or prepare a poultry ration. And now look, my dear students, there is a sample for preparing the layers. Now look, there are 8 ingredients, and how will you mix them? Wheat and maize grains 47%, rice and wheat bran 16%, soybean meal 10%, sesame oil cake 10%, dried fish powder 10%, oyster snail powder 6%, and common salt 0.50%, and vitamin mineral mix 0.50%. That means in total 100%. So you can follow this chart to make your poultry ration. Now supply of food and water, and each chick consumes 10 to 10 gram food per day, and a fowl consumes 10 to 120 gram food daily, and it should be supplied with 100 milliliter germ free pure water. And now look, there is a feed pot and water pot, and you should clean it properly before before the supply of food and water. Now look, this is the figure number 5.22 in your book. So lesson 1 is about the poultry feed and the water management. That means we will know how to give the balanced food to the poultry or fowls or the chickens, and how to make a balanced ration for the layers. Now we will go to lesson 22, the management of poultry disease. So chickens are infected by various diseases, and now at first we will know what is disease. Non-conformity with the normal health factors of human beings and birds and animals is called disease. That means there is some lack of conformity with the normal health, and we call it disease. And unnatural symptom in a body is considered as the manifestation of a disease. So there will be some unnatural symptom in the body of a human being or birds or animals, and then we will call it disease. And what is disease management? Disease management means prevention, identification and mitigation of this disease. And if how will you find the disease in the chickens? And there are some symptoms, and after observing these symptoms we will understand that this chicken is sick. Now look, what are the symptoms? A sick chicken gets separated from the flock, so it will be separated itself. And number 2, does sitting on the ground, so it will doze. Food or water intake decreases or stops, so it will totally stop food or taking food or water, or it will decrease, the amount will be decreased. And feathers of the chicken look messy, so you will look that the feathers of the chickens will be messy if it gets sick. And abnormal defecation. So these are the 5 symptoms, and whenever you observe any symptom in a chicken, you need to be careful. You need to take prevention, or you need to find out the reason. And in poultry there are several diseases. The birds or the chickens are infected by various diseases, but main cause of the disease is germ. And viral and bacterial diseases of fowls are very critical, because there is no treatment for viral and bacterial diseases. So what we will do, we will try to prevent those diseases, and we will vaccinate the fowls or chickens regularly. And when we vaccinate them, we will vaccinate chickens in the same time. Now look, there are some name of the viral disease: Ranikhet, Gumboro, bird flu, etc. And there is no treatment for viral diseases. To prevent viral diseases, fowls should be vaccinated regularly. So we will vaccinate the fowl regularly. And there is some name of the bacterial disease: fowl cholera, fowl typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, botulism, etc. So these are the bacterial disease, and fowls should be vaccinated regularly to prevent bacterial disease. I have told you. Now we will know about the parasitic disease. And there are two types of parasites are seen in the body of the chickens, I mean inside and outside of the body of the chicken. And outside body parasites like louse, athalli and mite develops under the feathers. And chickens are attacked inside their body by the parasites like roundworm and tapeworm, and the worms share the nutrition from the body of the chickens, which is very harmful for the chickens. And they sometimes they also suck the blood from the body of the fowls. And there is another disease, that means blood dysentery disease, and it is called it is caused by the protozoa. Protozoa is the cause of the blood dysentery disease. And if they infected by parasitic disease, we can cure them by giving treatment, but we cannot apply it for the commercial production. So we need to take steps to prevent diseases in the poultry farm if we want to save the poultry, or if you want to make profit. So steps to prevent diseases in the poultry farm. Now number 1, pen and adjacent areas should be kept clean. So we will clean every day the pen and the area which is around the pen. Number 2, predatory birds or animals should be restricted from entry to the farm. Number 3, vaccination should be given timely. Number 4, chickens should be provided with fresh food. Number 5, chickens should be supplied with pure water. Number 6, balanced food should be given to the chickens. Number 7, keep the poultry bed dry. Number 8, poultry excretion should be preserved at a distance far from the farm. And now look, there is a picture, figure 5.24, treatment for an infected chicken. Now look, this chicken is vaccinated. So what will you do to take the prevention to stop disease? We will keep the pen clean, and we will vaccinate the chickens regularly. We will supply food which is germ free, and we will provide pure water, and we will keep the poultry bed dry. And now there are some steps if any disease breaks out in the farm, and at first what will you do? We will not get panicked, and we will take the steps. And what are they? We will follow the steps. Isolate the sick fowl and keep it under observation. So if you find any fowl got sick, you will isolate the sick fowl and you will observe it. And now look, there is a fowl which is attacked by the pox. Now this is the fowl pox. And number 2, arrange pathological test of the feces and urine if required. So if required, we will go through the test of the feces and urine. Feces means the digestive food. And number 3, in case of severe viral disease, all the chickens must be destroyed. So if the viral disease is severe, we will destroy all the chickens. Number 4, dead bird must be put deep in the ground. So we will put the bird deep in the ground. Number 5, infected chicken should not be sold out in the market. Sometimes it has happened that infected chickens are sold out in the market. It should not be done. Number 6, treatment should be provided on advice of veterinarian. So, veterinarian means who gives treatment to the birds and animals. So, we will follow this structure if any disease breaks out, and what are they? We will at first isolate the chicken and we will give treatment according to the veterinarian, and if the viral disease in a severe condition, we will kill or destroy all the chickens, and we will put the dead bird deep down in the ground, and we will not sell the sick chicken or infected chicken in the market. So, lesson 12 is about the management of poultry disease. What are the disease of the fowls and how will you prevent it. Now, my dear students, there is a homework number 7. There are 5 knowledge based question answers from lesson 10, 11 and 12. At first you will go through lesson 10, 11 and 12, then you will write the answer of these knowledge based questions and you will try to give the answer in one sentence. Number 1, what do you understand by disease? Number 2, which process is popular to rear local chickens? Number 3, what should be given to fulfill the demand of mineral elements of poultry? Number 4, what type of disease is ranickel? Number 5, how many grams of feed is required for a fowl each day? So, my dear students, there are 5 knowledge based questions as your homework, and all of you will do your homework regularly and submit your homework copies on every Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm. So, that is all for today, my dear students. I hope you have understood about today's topic. So, all of you keep practicing at home and listen to your parents. See you again. Allah Hafiz.